Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to everybody. I, Sukriti Mishra, along with Aparna, are your hosts for today's Teacher Innovator Competition final round. So, as we all know, the first round of the competition was a quiz, which many participants, many teachers across the country took part in. And in the first round, we had our top 5 scorers who have made it to round 2, which is the final round, which will happen today. So today is the final round that we are going to begin with. And this is going to be a lot of fun. There are 5 rounds of competition. They are going to be a lot of fun games, very interesting, very informative. And so we are going to begin today. Before we go ahead, I want to tell all of you that Gurushala is an initiative of Indus Towers Limited and Vodafone India Foundation, with Jigyasa as our content partner, and implemented by Pratham Education Foundation. So, Aparna, before we go ahead, there are a few things that the participants as well as our audience should remember and should keep in mind during the competition today. So, would you like to brief us about what are these few things that people should keep in mind?
Right, Sukriti. So, a very warm welcome to all of you. Once again, आप सभी का स्वागत है हमारे इस final round में of Teacher Innovator competitions. My name is Aparna and I will be co-hosting with Sukriti today. So, जैसा सुकृति ने बोला that there are certain things for our participants as well as our viewers to keep in mind. So the first point is always share your answer when your name is called out. This is for specifically for our finalists. जब आपका नाम लिया जाए, जब आपसे सवाल
Aparna,
पूछा जाए,
Aparna, why don't we show on the screen also the points that need to be remembered during the competition, which would become easier for our participants as well as the audience?
right, okay. So as I was saying that the first point is the you can see it on our screen, Sukriti, right?
Yes.
All right. So, things to keep in mind. The first point is share your answer when your name is called out. This is specifically for our finalists. जब भी आपका नाम लिया जाए, when your name is called out to answer the question, तभी you will unmute your mic and speak. उसके अलावा हम कोशिश करेंगे कि हम सभी अपना mic mute रखें ताकि there's no technological error or audio error. Moving on to the next point. Again, unmute your mic before speaking. So usually we forget to unmute our mic जब हम mute से unmute करते हैं. So let's keep in mind that we always unmute it जब हमारी बारी है या हमें answer देना है. Moving on to the third point is if you want to ask a question, leave a comment on our chat and the host will ask you. For our participants, for our finalists, अगर आपको कुछ भी question है, query है, doubt है, there's a private chat option for you where you can ask us and we will let you know. Similarly, for our audience members, there is a YouTube chat section. अगर आपको कोई भी सवाल पूछना है, any query, any doubt that our audience or our viewers have, you can use the YouTube chat section and you can ask us those questions. So, Sukriti, these were certain things to remember for the quiz, for the competition that our finalists as well as our audience members have to keep in mind. Now, moving on, Sukriti, I'm very excited to meet our finalists. So, let's bring them on board.
Definitely, Aparna. So now let's introduce our finalists who are here with us today to take part in the competition. So as you can see on your screen, all our 4 top participants are now on screen. I would request all the teachers to introduce yourselves to the audience. Shobha ma'am, क्या आप start करना चाहेंगी?
जी बिल्कुल. Namaste. My name is Shobha and I am a primary teacher in Army Public School, Pune.
थैंक यू मैम. सूफिया मैम, क्या आप अपने आप को हमारे ऑडियंस के साथ इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहेंगी?
Yes, hello. I'm Mrs. Sufia Qureshi from Ray Shikshan Sanstha's Appasaheb Bhaurav Patil English Medium School, Satara.
Thank you, ma'am. Lata ma'am, why don't you introduce yourself to our audience next?
Okay. Good morning to, good evening to all. My name is Bilata and I'm from Belief Center School, Kanyakumari district, Tamil Nadu. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Ranjini, ma'am, why don't you introduce yourself next? Ma'am.
Ranjini, myself Ranjini. Am I audible to you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Myself Ranjini Via from Trivandrum, ma'am. I'm working as TGT in Army Public School, Trivandrum, since 17 years. Thank you.
Thank you so much, teachers. So, Aparna, as we can see, we have teachers from across the country who have participated in one round one, and these are our highest scorers. So we are very excited, teachers, to have you here today for our Teacher Innovator final round. And as we have kept the theme in mind, it is about being about knowing innovations, about being aware of education and technology. We are very excited to have you here, and we are very excited for this competition to begin, because it's going to be a lot of fun and it's going to be really interesting. Also, the audience, there are going to be a lot of fun rounds even for the audience. And I would request the audience to take part in our competitions. There will be exciting prizes even for some of our audience who will take part in our game rounds. So, Aparna, why don't we dive into the competition now? But let's see what is round one of our Teacher Innovator final round competition. Aparna, you're on mute.
Right, Sukriti. So as we can see on our screen that the first round is called behind the boxes. Yani boxes के पीछे कौन है? So to give some rules about this round, we will see a lot of boxes, numbered boxes on our screen. बहुत तरह तरह के boxes होंगे जिसपे number दिए होंगे and उन boxes के पीछे एक image है, एक picture है और हमें guess करनी है कि वो picture क्या है. अब हम उस picture को guess कैसे करेंगे? We will get 5 chances. All the participants will get 5 chances. कोई भी 5 numbers वो choose करेंगे and उन numbers के जो boxes हैं वो disappear हो जाएंगे और जैसे ही वो box disappear होंगे उनके पीछे की image जो है वो दिखने लगेगी. So that will be like a hint for all the teachers. Side by side हम teachers को extra clue भी देंगे कि what the picture can be, what the picture is about, right? So these were some rules and regulations that we should be keeping in mind while we go on with the round one.
Definitely, Aparna. So, Aparna, before we begin round one with our final contestants, why don't we see a demo about how we can go about in this round?
Right, of course, Sukriti. So let's see a demo of the round one, which is behind the boxes. So Sukriti, हम देख पा रहे हैं हमारे screen पे कि like I said, number boxes हैं 1 to 18 numbered हैं and इन boxes के पीछे एक image है, एक picture है. Now, as a contestant, you will have 5 chances to pick 5 numbers और उन numbers के जो box है वो disappear हो जाएगा. सुकृति, नाउ लेट्स शो अ डेमो और मैं चाहूंगी कि आप एक एक करके 5 numbers मुझे बताएं एंड देन आई विल मेक द बॉक्सेस डिसअपियर. व्हाट्स योर फर्स्ट नंबर?
Okay, Aparna. So my first number would be 16.
All right. So 16. Yes, I can see that जैसे ही सुकृति ने 16 बोला हमें एक इमेज मिली और उसमें एडेड एज का साइन बना हुआ है. दैट मीन्स वी नो वी हैव सम हिंट दैट एक जर्सी हो सकती है या स्पोर्ट्स रिलेटेड कुछ हो सकता है बट वी स्टिल नॉट श्योर. सुकृति, व्हाट्स योर नेक्स्ट नंबर?
Aparna, I think I'll pick 3.
All right. So here Sukriti ने थर्ड जो बॉक्स है, थर्ड नंबर बॉक्स है वो पिक करा है एंड द बॉक्स हैज डिसअपियर्ड एंड नाउ वी हैव some more hint to who the person is, right? Sukriti, you still have 3 chances. If you're sure that you know the answer, आप अभी जवाब दे सकते हैं और you can simply use 3 more chances. आप वो 3 और boxes disappear कर सकते हैं to get a better understanding.
So, Aparna, I think I know, but I'm not sure. So, I'm going to use one more chance at least. I would like to see what's behind box 9.
Number 9. All right. So number 9 is the box and it has disappeared. Now, some might clearly know what it is. Some might still need some hint. You can still use two of your boxes. So, what would it be?
Although now I can see the face clearly, but I'll still want to pick out one more box just to see the image more clearly. Maybe 8.
All right. So 8 number ka box hai that has disappeared. Now we can see a racket. So Sukriti, how do you want to go forward with this? You have one more chance.
Okay, one more, Aparna. I'll pick box 2 just to use my chance.
All right. So here you have exhausted your 5 chances. आपके 5 chances जा चुके हैं. अब हम चाहेंगे कि आप आंसर करें what who the personality is.
So this is very clearly our famous player Sania Mirza.
Right. So this is indeed Sania Mirza, and you will get 100 points now. If you answer correctly, you will get 100 points. If you don't answer, you will get 0. There is no negative marking, but you can still score more in the upcoming rounds. So I hope अब हमें बहुत और अच्छे तरीके से पता चल गया हो कि हम round 1 कैसे खेलेंगे. So Sukriti, let's start with our first person. Who do you want to pick up as the first participant?
Aparna, I think that we'll begin round 1 with Ranjini ma'am. So Ranjini ma'am, why don't you begin by guessing what is behind the boxes for our first clue?
All right. So Ranjini ma'am,
Sure,
आपका
ma'am.
first clue हमारे screen पर है. I would also like to repeat it. The person is an Indian lawyer, anti-colonial nationalist, and political enthusiast who started non-violent resistance to lead the successful campaign for India's independence from British rule. वो एक लॉयर थे एंटी कॉलोनियल नेशनलिस्ट थे एंड उन्होंने नॉन वायलेंट रेजिस्टेंस मूवमेंट शुरू करा था कैंपेन शुरू करा था इंडिया में टू गेट इंडिपेंडेंस फ्रॉम द ब्रिटिशर्स एंड हियर आर योर बॉक्सेस एंड आपके पास 5 चांसेस हैं टू पिक अप 5 नंबर्स एंड द बॉक्सेस विल डिसअपियर सो व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी योर फर्स्ट नंबर 2 all right
2, ma'am.
So
I want to
2,
remove.
okay, we still have not received any hint, but you have 4 more chances. What is your next number? All
10.
right. So here we have removed 10, the box number 10, and we have got some hint. We have got a glimpse of an image. Do you want to pick up more chances, or do you want to guess the
No,
person?
ma'am. No, no. No, I will guess, ma'am.
All right.
Ma'am, he is none other than Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi.
All right, let's see if your answer is correct or not. And it's absolutely correct. The answer is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, also known as Mahatma Gandhi. Congratulations, Ranjini ma'am. Sukriti, please add 100 points to Ranjini ma'am's name.
Yes, Aparna. I have added 100 points to Ranjini ma'am. She's guessed the clue very quickly with only 2 boxes. Unlike me, I took quite a few chances to guess Sania Mirza. Aparna, let's go ahead. And why don't we ask Shobha ma'am to go next?
All right. So Shobha ma'am, घड़ी आ गई है आपसे सवाल पूछने की. So your clue is on the screen. He was an ancient Indian teacher, a philosopher, economist, jurist, and royal advisor. He served as the chief advisor to both emperors Chandragupta and his son Bindusara. एंशियंट इंडियन टीचर एज इन बहुत समय पहले वो एक फेमस एक टीचर थे फिलोसोफर थे और रॉयल एडवाइजर थे सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चंद्रगुप्ता और उनके बेटे बिंदुसारा को सो हियर आर योर बॉक्सेस एंड यू हैव नाउ 5 chances to make 5 boxes disappear.
I will take 9 and 10.
All right, so starting with 9 and 10, we can see कुछ hint मिला है हमें. You want to proceed or you want to guess the person? All
I'll
right,
proceed.
so
3 and 4.
3 and 4, we have the image of the person. You have one more chance.
I'll go
All
for the
right.
answer. It's
So
Chanakya.
you're absolutely right, Shobha ma'am. It is Chanakya, a very, very famous personality. He was also famously known as the royal advisor of Chandragupta. So congratulations, Sukriti. Please add 100 points to Shobha ma'am's name.
Definitely, Aparna. So, both our teachers have shown their great knowledge. And let's move on to Latha ma'am. Let's see how many boxes does Latha ma'am reveal to see her, to guess her image.
Right. So let's see what Latha ma'am's clue is. So image 3 says he founded the Ramakrishna Maths and the Ramakrishna Mission. He is perhaps best known for his speech where he introduced Hinduism at the Parliament of World's Religions in Chicago in 1893. रामाकृष्ण मैथ और रामाकृष्ण मिशन इन्होंने शुरू करा था एंड इनकी एक स्पीच थी हिंदुइज्म के ऊपर शिकागो में पार्लियामेंट ऑफ वर्ल्ड रिलीजन में इन यूएस 1893 जो बहुत फेमस है और आज तक इट्स फेमसली कोटेड बाय पीपल सो लेट्स मूव ऑन टू बॉक्सेस एंड मैम यू हैव 5 chances to make the boxes disappear. What will be your first
Okay.
box?
10.
All right. So we have make the 10 number disappear, and we have got exact face. So
Okay.
let's proceed. And what do you want to do next?
Yes. This
Or
personality
are
is
you
Swami
absolutely sure,
Vivekananda.
ma'am? All right. So let's see if
Yes.
the answer is correct. And it is indeed, it is Swami Vivekanand, very famously known for his speech, which started with my brothers and sisters. So congratulations. Please, Sukriti, please add 100 points to ma'am's name.
Definitely, Aparna. This was quite fun. In just one box, Lata ma'am knew who it was. She was really lucky that the first box she chose, the face of Swami Vivekananda appeared. So let's move ahead and let's go to our final contestant, Sophia ma'am. All the best, ma'am. Let's see how many boxes do you reveal.
All right, next clue for Sufia ma'am is on our screen now. So, Sufia ma'am, he was an Indian aerospace scientist and politician who served as the 11th president of India. Who do you think is the answer is? Aerospace scientist थे and he was the 11th president of India के 11th president रहे हैं वो साल 2000 I think 3 या 7 के बीच में and also a very popular politician. So who do you think the person is? You have 5 chances. All right.
Number
So
10.
number 10 के पीछे जो image है we have got some hint कुछ hint मिला है. Let's see what is your next number. All right.
9.
So ये है number 9 and हमें एक चेहरा दिख रहा है. We can see your face. Let's see how you want to proceed forward.
Actually, he is APJ Abdul Kalam.
All right. Are you sure, ma'am?
Yes, he is APJ Abdul Kalam, my
All
favorite
right.
one.
All right, that's a great additional information we have got to know, and you are absolutely right. It is APJ Abdul Kalam, served as the 11th president of India in 2003 to 2007. Congratulations, Sukriti. Please add 100 points to Sufia ma'am's name.
Yes, Aparna, I have done that. I have added 100 points. And what a great coincidence that Sophia ma'am has got her favorite person as the clue. So as we can see that all our contestants are definitely made to be part of the final round. All of them have guessed very rightly and got 100 points each in round 1 of our game. So this has been a lot of fun. Aparna, why don't we now move to round 2?
Yes, Sukriti. Like you said, what a coincidence for Sufia ma'am, and I congratulate all the 5 people who have answered correctly to all the clues and all the images on our screen. So, Sukriti, let's move on to round 2 and let's hear what round 2 is about.
Definitely, Aparna. So now we will move to round two. And before we go into round two, I just want to tell the audience that after our first two rounds are done, there is a very exciting section coming in our halftime for all the audience. So do stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. So Aparna, let's go into our round two, which is guess who with the clue. वेरी सिंपली जैसा कि ये नेम टाइटल है इस गेम का कि गेस हु विद द क्लू, दैट्स एग्जैक्टली व्हाट द गेम इज. आपको 3 क्लूज दिए जाएंगे. आपके स्क्रीन के सामने 3 क्लूज होंगे. आपको उन क्लूज से गेस करना है कि ये फेमस इंसान कौन है जो आपके स्क्रीन पे है. And keeping in mind the theme of our competition, which is teacher innovator competition, we have kept personalities for you who are very famous for their inventions, for their discoveries, for the innovation that they have done for in the field of science specifically, all the innovations that they have done which has led us to go forward in the field of science and technology. So these are really famous personalities across the world, and I'm hoping that this will be a really exciting round. So Aparna, let's begin. Let's begin with the first contestant. Who should go first?
Uh, uh, let's pick Shobha ma'am first because she was second, and that is how we'll move on with our rounds. So first question will be for Shobha ma'am.
Okay. So Shobha ma'am, I hope you're ready. As you can see, the clues are now on your screen. First clue is he is known as a mathematician and philosopher. तो ये जो famous personality है वो एक mathematician भी है और एक philosopher भी है. He has discovered, the second clue is that he has discovered a very important scientific concept because of a fruit. एक फल से उन्होंने एक बहुत ही important scientific concept हमें दिया है. And clue 3 is that his 3 laws are important to understand basic physics. जो एक basic physics की knowledge होती है उसको understand करने के लिए उन्होंने 3 लॉ ऐसे दिए हैं जो हम सब स्कूल में भी सीखते हैं. Ma'am, these are your 3 clues. Either you can give me the answer or you have one more option, which is I can show you an animated image of this great man.
I can give the answer. I can guess the answer also. And if you want to show image, means it is not a lifeline sort of, na? Then
No,
you can
no.
show, then you can show me the image, no problem.
This is the image.
Yeah,
And now you know what the fruit is. So do you want to give us the answer, ma'am?
it's Newton.
That's right. Excellent, Shobha ma'am. The answer is Sir Isaac Newton, who discovered gravity when the apple fell on his head. So, Aparna, you can give Shobha ma'am 100 points on the scorecard. She has guessed this very correctly. And let's go ahead with our second contestant. So, who's going to go next, Aparna?
Right. I've allotted 100 points to Shobha ma'am. And the next contestant would be, I would want to start with Latha ma'am.
Okay, Lata ma'am, I hope you're ready. Just like Sir Isaac Newton, the next clue is also for someone really famous in the field of science and technology. So as you can see in front of your screen, the 3 clues are visible. The first clue is he was born in Germany and taught in University of Berlin. The clue 2 is that he is famous for giving the theory of relativity. उन्होंने theory of relativity दी थी हमें. And a third clue, which I think would make the answer easier to guess, is E is equal to mc square. This is the famous formula which was given by him, which we all do learn in school. So Lata ma'am, would you want to see an animated image of this famous personality before you guess?
Yes, ma'am.
So as you can see on your screen, this is the personality. Lata ma'am, do you want to tell us what the answer is?
Uh, Mm,
Aparna, you are on mute.
Sorry, I was just saying let's give 30 more seconds for Latha ma'am to try and guess the answer. I have the timer here, so do not worry. We
Yes.
have 20 more seconds for Latha ma'am. Till then, I would request other participants also to try and guess who the person could be. And
Latha, ma'am,
when the
I can
round
give you
ends,
one more clue. Latha, ma'am, I can give you one more clue, which is
okay.
that this famous personality's surname begins with E.
Isaac Newton.
No, ma'am. Isaac Newton was the first clue.
Oh,
Aparna,
sorry,
how much
sorry.
time do we have remaining on our timer?
5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and our time has ended.
Okay,
Okay.
no problem, Lata ma'am. The answer is Albert Einstein.
Isaac Newton.
But ma'am, we have many more rounds coming. So don't worry, you can definitely make up for this round in the next one and go ahead. For now, let's move to our third contestant, Aparna.
Right. So next, I would like to choose Ranjini ma'am for the next question.
Okay, Ranjini ma'am, hope you are excited for the clues that you are going to get about a really famous personality. As you can see on your screen, the clues are visible. The first clue draws from our previous personality, which is Einstein. So this personality's nickname as a young boy was Einstein. He was called a young Einstein by his fellow students. This clue two is that he was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease at a really young age. Clue three is that he was an expert in the theory of black holes. So, ma'am, these are your clues. And one more clue which I will give you is just show you the image. Do you want to see the image, or do you know the answer?
Yes, ma'am. I'll tell the I can guess the answer, but you
Okay.
please show me
So
the
the
image.
image is in front of you. And do you want to give us the answer?
Yes, ma'am. He is Stephen
Excellent,
Hawking,
ma'am.
ma'am.
That is right. So the answer is Stephen Hawking, the really famous scientist who has given us so much knowledge about black holes. So that was great. Aparna, please add 100 points to Ranjini ma'am's scorecard as well.
Right. I've added 100 points, and I think we can proceed with Sufia ma'am and her question.
यस अपर्णा सो सूफिया मैम आई होप आप तैयार हैं अब हम आपके क्लूज की तरफ जा रहे हैं सो
Yeah.
as you can see सूफिया मैम the three clues are on your screen. Clue one is he came from a family of political agitators. तो वो political एक family से आए थे. Second clue is कि majority of his education, उनकी जो ज्यादातर पढ़ाई थी वो उनकी माता जी ने उन्हें दिया था. His mother gave him majority of his education. एंड जो थर्ड ऑप्शन है वो क्लू है वो ये है कि ही इन्वेंटेड अ सोर्स ऑफ लाइट दैट वी यूज ऑन अ डेली बेसिस. तो उन्होंने कोई ऐसा लाइट का सोर्स इन्वेंट किया था जो हम रोज दिन प्रतिदिन यूज करते हैं. सो मैम सूफिया मैम, क्या आपको पता है इसका आंसर क्या है?
Yes, but I want to see the picture also.
Okay, sure. So, ma'am, let's see the picture. Here is the picture for you. And do you want to tell us what the answer is? Ma'am, the timer is on. You still have time. You can take your time to guess. Once more, I'll show you the clues. Maybe you can see the third clue, which is that he invented a source of light, which we use on a daily basis.
Edison.
Yes, ma'am, that is the right answer. The answer is Thomas Alva Edison. So, Aparna, as we can see, Sufia ma'am has got the right answer as well. So, I would request you to add 100 points to her scorecard also.
Right, Sukriti. I have added the points to our teachers, respective teachers' names, and I would just like to announce the points after 2 rounds. So Shobha ma'am has got 100 points in the first round and 100 points in the second round. So she has 200 points. Sufia ma'am has also received 100 points in both the rounds. So she also has 200 points. Ranjini ma'am has also received 100 points in both rounds. She's also at 200 points, whereas Lata ma'am is at 100 points as she was not able to answer the second round. But we have more rounds coming up, so there's no need to worry. Lata ma'am is at 100 points. So this was the final score of after round two.
Yes, Aparna. So I think all our teachers have played exceptionally well, and there are many more rounds coming up. And you have to keep your game cap on. You have to keep playing as well as all of you are playing, because one round can take you up or down. So, Aparna, next, before we go ahead and play a few more rounds with our top 5 contestants, why don't we play some games with our audience?
Right, Sukriti. I think our participants need a timeout from the 2 rounds, and I think they can prepare for the upcoming rounds till the time हम audience से सवाल पूछे. So on our screen we can see that it's time for audience round, and we would like to start with behind the box question जो हमने first round में हमारे participants से पूछा था. So the same rules apply to them. There will be boxes. And Sukriti, up instead of me asking the audience, I would like you to tell me the boxes, and slowly I will make them disappear. And let's see if our audience in the chat section can answer those questions. So अब difference एक ही होगा. Sukriti मुझे boxes के नाम बताएगी, and I will make them disappear. And till the time audience, आप सबके पास time है. जैसे जैसे hints आएंगे, you can guess the picture and write your answers on the chat section. I would once again like to repeat. Um, Audience will win. For example, Sukriti अगर हमारी audience member है, एक viewer है, she will be only winning the prize अगर वो 2 से ज्यादा सवालों के जवाब देती हैं. अगर मैंने सिर्फ एक ही सवाल का जवाब करेक्ट जवाब दिया है और सबसे पहले जवाब दिया है, तब आई विल नॉट बी रिसीविंग द प्राइज. मुझे 2 से ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस जो हैं उनका करेक्ट जवाब देना है और सबसे पहले जवाब देना है. सो सुकृति, इफ यू वर एन ऑडियंस मेंबर, आप प्राइजेस के लिए क्वालिफाई तभी करेंगे अगर आपने 2 से ज्यादा जो सवाल है उनका जवाब सही दिया है और सबसे पहले दिया है. सो आर टीम, हमारी जो टीम है वो कॉन्स्टेंटली चेक करती रहेंगी कि किन किन ने किन ऑडियंस मेंबर्स ने सही जवाब दिया है और दे आर आंसरिंग वेरी करेक्टली एंड क्विकली, फास्टेस्ट फिंगर फर्स्ट. So Sukriti, I hope our audience have now understood the rules, and let's move forward with our first round for the audience round, which is behind the box picture. And here the clue is on our screen, which is Indian. He's an Indian former international cricketer who served as captain of the Indian national team. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest batsmen in the history of cricket. So, Sukriti, here are our famous 18th number boxes. So, let's start with the first box. Sukriti, you're on mute.
Okay, Aparna. So the first box I want to pick is box number 15.
All right. So here is our box number 15, which has disappeared. And थोड़ा सा hint मिला है हमें कि क्या हो सकता है, कौन हो सकता है. But let's proceed forward. Audience, you can keep on guessing your answers in the chat section.
Okay, Aparna. So now I think I will pick box number 9.
All right. So here is our box number 9. What would be the next box, Sukriti?
The next box would be 11, Aparna.
All right. So here हमें और hint मिलते जा रहे हैं. We can now see the helmet of the batsman and glimpses of his gloves. Let's move forward with our 2 more clues.
Okay, Aparna, next I'll pick box 16.
All right. So 16th box is out, and we have one more clue left.
So one final one. I can make or break the game for the audience. So
Exactly.
I'm going to pick 17.
All right. So 17 is the last box, and we can see the picture. And Sukriti, I think a lot of our audience members are answering, right?
I think a lot of our Aparna, a lot of our audience I saw started answering even before we revealed the first box, just with the clue. So that was really good. And after the clues, also I think within the first 2-3 boxes, a lot of answers have come. We'll just repeat one more time, audience, that only those who will participate in more than 2 rounds and win them will be getting some exciting prizes. So keep playing with us and keep participating in the competition.
Right.
So Aparna, as I can see, now we can full and final see who the person is.
Right, Sukriti. So, as answered by our audience members, that the answer is Sachin Tendulkar. And I would also like to announce all those winners. The first two people who have actually answered the question correctly and as quickly as they could. So, the first person is Guru Sir, and the second person is Era Bhaskar Sir. So, these two have answered the question as fast as they could. Guru sir has answered first, and then comes Era sir. So we hope that the next round, the next question, is also answered by you correctly and as quickly, so that you can qualify for winning the prize. So Sukriti, let's move forward with our next question for audience.
Okay, Aparna. So round one was just like the round one that our teachers played, and now, audience, we will move to round two for all of you, which is going to be the same round that we played with our teachers. Uh, so round two for our teachers is audience is going to be guess who with the clue. There will be 3 clues in front of you, just like it was given for the teachers, and you have to guess who this famous personality is. So let's see what the clues are. The first clue for the audience is she is the first woman to win a Nobel Prize. Uh, Clue two, Aparna, is that her first name is also the name of a very famous biscuit that we all eat. Clue three is that her major work was in the field of radioactivity. So, audience, I'm just going to give you 5 seconds to look at the clues once more by yourself. As you can see, we have a really interesting clue too, which could make it very easy for you to guess the answer. Moving
Right,
ahead, I'll
Sukriti.
show you one animated image also, just like we did show to our teachers. So you can see the image of this famous personality on your screen. So Aparna, we can see a lot of answers coming. And
Right, Sukriti. And I think if agar clue two na hota, तो maybe I would still be confused about my answer. But I think that clue made a lot of difference for my guessing. We can see a lot of people have answered the question. काफी teachers और chat section में लिख रहे हैं. So let's see what the correct answer is.
yes, Aparna. So let's go ahead. And the answer is Madame Marie Curie. Like it said in clue two, her first name is Marie, which is similar to Marie biscuit, which we all eat. She is the first woman to receive a Nobel Prize, and her work was in the field of radioactivity. So, Aparna, many teachers have guessed this right answer today. The teachers who have guessed it first, the fastest will be calculated. Their scorecard is being kept, and they will be probably part of the winners for today's entire round, audience round.
All right. Yes, I think we have got the results of the people who have answered our question first. So I think the first teacher who answered it correctly and quickly is Vinodhi, who has been a very excited Vinodhi ma'am, a very excited audience member. Second person to answer our question is Era Bhaskar sir. So this is the second time that Era Bhaskar sir has answered our question. So like we said, more than two questions, Era Bhaskar sir. You have more chances. You have more questions coming up to actually win the prize. And we would like to tell the other audience members as well that we have more questions coming up for you. Just be prepared and let's be aware of the question and let's keep our hands on the keyboard so that we can write our answers as soon as we can. So, Supriti, I think this is how our audience first round for audience has ended, and timeout is also over for our finalists and participants. So let's call them on the screen, and we can continue with our next round for the finalists.
Yes, definitely, Aparna. So, teachers, welcome back to your Teacher Innovator competition. I hope you had some good time off to just take a break while our audience was playing the games. And now, teachers, we will move to round three for all of you. And this is a really exciting round. You will have a lot of fun, I'm sure. So round three, Aparna, and all our teachers, round three is hangman. I hope all of us remember playing hangman in school. This was a game which a lot of students used to play, especially when teachers would just give us a free period. We would play this game a lot. It's a very simple game. I'll explain the rules and regulations once, Aparna, so it just becomes a little easier for our teachers to recollect this game that we have played so much in our childhood. So, hangman is a really simple game. We will give you a clue. There will be a particular word that you have to guess. And just like fill in the blanks, there will be blanks on your screen. So, for instance, if it is a 7-letter word, there will be 7 blanks on your screen. Under the blanks, there will be alphabets written from A to Z. All alphabets will be there. And you have 6 chances, teachers, 6 chances. And what you have to do is guess any particular alphabet. So, for instance, if you say कि मुझे अल्फाबेट बी पिक करना है, अगर आपने बी पिक किया तो उस फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स में जहां पर भी wherever B would be there, it will get placed. And ऐसे करके you have 6 chances to pick 6 letters, and by the end of it you should be able to guess what the word is. So, teachers, keeping our theme in mind, which is education, technology, and innovation, we have kept this game's theme related to a lot of teaching, learning apps that all of you do use on a daily basis, especially now since we have gone into this mode of online teaching or hybrid classrooms. So these are famous apps. I'm sure all of you are aware of them, and I know that many of you do use these apps as well. But Aparna, just to give a little more clarity to our teachers, why don't we do a demo round first?
Right. I think we should definitely do a demo round so that our teachers as well as audience are able to understand how we can go forward with this. So as we can see on our screen right about now, there is some blanks, and under those there are some alphabets. So what we have to do is we will get 6 chances. उन 6 chances में हमें 6 alphabets pick करने हैं which we think can be are in the word, right? अगर जो भी word हो, for example अगर हम A pick कर रहे हैं तो हमें सोचना है कि क्या A इस word में हो सकता है या नहीं. If we pick A तो हमें उसी वक्त पता चल जाएगा screen पर कि वो word है या नहीं. अगर वो word included, अगर वो letter A included है word में, तो it will automatically be filled on the blank. If not, then as we can see, blanks के ऊपर जो stick बनी हुई है, there will the shapes will start forming up there till the time we exhaust 6 of our chances. So Sukriti, let's do a demo, and I'll give you a clue first. So the clue is that this is a game which has blanks as clues, and the people have to guess the alphabets and the people will have to guess the alphabets to guess the word. So this is the clue that I've given to you, and now you can choose the alphabets that you want to, you think are in this word.
Okay,
So what will
Aparna. So you have given me the clue, and as I can see on my screen, there are 7 blanks, and it is one word. So it's a one-word game with 7 blanks. I'm not being able to guess this, so I will just pick an alphabet by chance. Let me pick P. Is P a part of this word?
All right, let's see. If I click on P, then P is sadly not a part of this word, and we can see a shape has formed here. So you have 5 more chances, Sukriti.
Okay, Aparna. So next I will pick A.
All right. So A, as you picked, we can see A is used twice in this word, and it has already been filled in the blank. You have 4 more chances to move forward.
Okay, Aparna, I'm going to pick the letter M now.
All right. So here M is also used in this word, and it has already been filled. Now, Sukriti, if you're sure of the answer, you can simply tell us the answer, or you can, of course, exhaust 3 more of your chances.
So Aparna, from the blanks that I can see there's an A second letter, there is an A second last, and there's an M before that. And from the clue that you gave me, I think the word is hangman.
All right. Are you absolutely sure, Sukriti?
Yes, I think I'm pretty certain. Can we try H?
All right. So let's see. H A. All
N?
right. All right. And I think you were right. And if we use the last word, which is G, and yes, the person is free from the stick. And this is how we know that we have won this round.
Okay, Aparna. So I think that now the teachers must be pretty clear about how we have to play this round. So let's begin, Aparna. Let's begin the game first with Shobha ma'am.
All right, sure. Shobha ma'am, let's see what your first question is, and that you can see on the screen.
Okay, the clue will be something that I will tell you, and what you will see on the screen is the blanks, just like we had shown right now. Aparna, the screen is not visible for the hangman, so could you just show the screen as well?
Yeah.
And then I will give ma'am the clue once she has seen the blanks and is clear that if the word, it could be a one word, it could be one word, it could be 2 words. A simple clue for all the teachers is that all the words that are here are going to be apps that you are using on a daily basis in your teaching learning process. Aparna, why don't we begin the game first?
Right. So, Kriti, as you mentioned that these are very educational apps, another hint that I would like to give is teachers use this on an everyday basis. So the clues will be given out to you, and I would request you to please show the screen of the game, and then we can start the round.
Uh, okay, Aparna, just give me a minute. By the time, can you just explain to me that if I know the word already with the clue, can I just directly tell you what the word is?
Right. So, like I mentioned, you will get 6 chances. You will get 6 chances to guess the alphabet and to guess the word. If you're sure, absolutely sure, what your answer is, for example, अगर आपने सिर्फ 2 clues use करे हैं, so you can simply go ahead and tell me the answer. I will, on my own, then use random words to fill in the blanks. If it's right, if जो आपने सवाल, for example, hangman में अगर सुप्रीति ने सिर्फ H or A use करा, and then उसके बाद when she tells me it's hangman, then I will myself add the NGMAN. I will myself complete the word, right? So here I think on our screen we can see now. Sukriti, let's start the game.
Let's begin with Shobha ma'am.
All right. So 1 more minute and we have it on our
Okay,
screen.
Shobha ma'am. So I'm going to tell you what the clue is. The clue is that this is a graphic design platform that allows users to create social media graphics, presentations, posters, infographics, worksheets, etc. So basically, this is a design platform which you might have seen in a lot of Gurushala courses and content library as well, where we have taught how this particular app can be used. It is used to create different kinds of infographics, brochures, etc. Are you able to guess what the word is? Do you want to give us your first letter? You have 6 chances, so you have a lot of chances.
Shobha ma'am, you can you can start with the guessing.
First letter I give is A.
All right. So if we go with A, okay, so we know A is placed somewhere in the second part of the word. Next,
E.
all right. So if we go with E, Sukriti, I would like to request you to recheck the clue once if it's for the right word. The word you can see on our screen. I would request you to quickly recheck if it matches the word.
Yes, Aparna. So, what Shobha ma'am is guessing is right, but I'm so sorry. I think I mixed up the clue. I gave the clue for the next one. I'm sorry, Shobha ma'am. So this app, ma'am, I'm really sorry. This ma'am app is a platform which allows virtual tours. It allows teachers and students to take virtual tours to explore every corner of the globe, measure distance, take and make 3D representations of the earth. So ma'am, you can go ahead and give your 5 more letters.
Yeah. So the second letter I'll give O.
All right. So let's see. We have placed the O's in the blanks. Next.
G.
Okay. So Shobha ma'am sounds very confident, and
I
here,
think ma'am knows what it is.
Google Earth.
all right. So let's see if it's all right. And this is our yes. So this word was actually Google Earth. Congratulations, ma'am. Sukriti, let's add 100 points to ma'am's name. And now let's be sure of the clue that we're actually giving to our participants. Let's make sure we don't mix it up for the benefit of both audience, participants, and us.
Yes, I'm really sorry, Shobha ma'am, but you really picked up the game and you were so confident with even the first letter up there. So that is great. So, Aparna, let's move on to the next word. And as we can see, let's see, this is a two-word app and it is pretty long. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 letters in the first word, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 letters in the second word. Now, this may seem long, but it's a really easy answer. And it is something that you will, I'm sure the teacher who's coming next will be able to guess as soon as they pick even 1 or 2 letters. So let's bring Ranjini ma'am next.
Right. Ranjani ma'am, can we have the clue for the two words that we will provide to Ranjani ma'am?
A.
All right. Sukriti, can you give the clue for this?
Yes, Aparna, definitely. So, ma'am, the clue for you is that this is a free service which has the aim of creating, distributing, and collecting assignments and helps to create virtual classrooms. So, ma'am, it's a presentation app. Uh, let's see, ma'am, if you can guess it with this much. Otherwise, I'll give you more clues.
Enough, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So what would be your first letter be?
G.
All right. So, as we can see, G was not one of the letters used in this word. What would be your next guess?
A, ma'am.
A. All right. A was also not alphabet in this word. What would be your next letter?
Is, is there more clues, ma'am?
Ma'am, just to remind you once more, something that might give it away to you is that this app is used to make presentations. It's a really important app which is used by teachers to make presentations,
Okay.
and there are different forms of it. You can present it in different ways, but yes. So this is one clue for you, and maybe you can guess another alphabet, and you might know what it is.
M, M.
All right. So let's see if M works. Um, all right. Yes, M is
Next
definitely
one,
the
P, ma'am.
first.
P.
P. All right. So we have more clues. Do you want to
I
guess
can
the
guess the
answer?
word, ma'am. The whole word I can guess.
All right. What would be the answer, ma'am?
Microsoft PowerPoint.
All right. So let's see if it is Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay. So Kriti, we're almost coming, and I think ma'am might be right. So
So
all right.
Ranjini ma'am has guessed this by seeing only three letters on her screen, which is M, and actually two letters, M and P, and three blanks, M and two P's. That is excellent, ma'am. This is the right answer. Your answer is Microsoft PowerPoint. So I am going to add 100 points to your scorecard now. And let's, Aparna, now call on Lata ma'am to do the next round to see what the next word is. And
Right.
and Lata ma'am, as you can see on your screen, you can see the blanks. It's again a two-word app. The first word is has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters, and the second word has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters again. So it is two words with six letters each. This is also pretty easy, ma'am. So let me tell you that let me give you your first clue, which is that it is an online software which allows users to create free surveys. It could be for professional reasons, academic reasons, or personal reason, and it allows you to customize your surveys according to your target audience. So ma'am, this is your clue. Do you want to guess the first letter?
Okay, ma'am. Yeah. Okay, ma'am.
All right. So
L.
first letter is L, and sadly, it was not. It is not a part of the either of the words.
Okay.
All right.
P.
So let's try P, and P is also not a part of this word.
Ma'am, let me give you one more hint. One of the words
Okay, ma'am.
may be something that I have already mentioned while explaining the clue to you.
Okay. G.
All right. So G is also not a part of this, ma'am. You have three more clues. So let's think more about this, and then let's try to guess what the word could be.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Let's see if S is the word. Okay, that's a good guess. S, it starts with S, so now you know which letter the word starts with.
Ma'am, now you know that it begins with S. Let me give you one more clue, which would make this really easy for you, but this is your last clue. So this clue is
Okay,
that
ma'am.
the second word may actually also be the name of an animal.
Uh, I want to say the answer, or I can take one clue also,
Ma'am,
alphabet
you have
also.
two more chances. You have two more alphabets. You can choose two more
Okay.
alphabets.
Then E.
All right, let's see if E works. Okay, so ma'am is seeming quite confident now, and you have one more guess that you can use, ma'am.
Survey monkey.
Or are you sure, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So let's see what the answer is. And it is Survey Monkey. Congratulations. This is the right answer. Sukriti, let's add points to ma'am's name.
Yes, Aparna. So, ma'am, I am adding 100 points for you as well. And finally, Sufia, ma'am, it is your chance now. The next clue is for you. And as you can see on your screen, ma'am, this is two words again. The first word is four letters, and the second word is three letters. Uh, on Gurushala, you will find an entire course explaining to you this particular app, which is very essential in online teaching. So, ma'am, I'll give you your clue, which is that it is an app used on your desktop for screen recording. You can use it to record your PPTs, to record your documents, any kind of recording. You can also add voiceover to it. You can also add sounds to it, edit it your way, and then present it to your students in the form of videos. So, ma'am, would you like to guess the first letter or any one letter, whichever you want to pick?
Mm, sound record. Please tell me clues once again.
मैम ये एक ऐसा ऐप है जो यूज होता है अपना स्क्रीन रिकॉर्ड करने के लिए. ये आप अपने डेस्कटॉप पे यूज करते हैं स्क्रीन रिकॉर्ड करने के लिए. और मैम आप इससे अपने वीडियोस बना के अपने स्टूडेंट्स को भेज सकते हैं. सो मैम आप व्हाई डोंट यू पिक एनी लेटर फॉर द फर्स्ट गेस. शायद आप एक दो लेटर देख के आपके लिए और आसान हो जाए ये वर्ड गेस करना. मैम आप लक से कोई भी लेटर पिक कर लीजिए.
I think, ma'am, once you start guessing, तो थोड़ा idea फिर आने लगेगा. And if it's right, then you will get more idea कि वो word क्या हो सकता है.
E.
All right, let's go with E. Okay, that's a great first guess, ma'am. We know that अब E दो बार use होता है, and you might be getting some kind of hint.
F.
All right, let's pick F.
F.
All right.
C.
So you have some hint. Yes. What's your next word, ma'am?
C.
All right. So let's see if it's there. Okay, C is also there. Ma'am, would you like to go forward with the clues या फिर आप answer देना चाहते हैं?
It's free cam.
All right. Let's see if it's the right answer, Sukriti. If I type in and it is indeed free cam, congratulations, ma'am. You guessed the right answer. Sukriti, please add 100 points to ma'am's name.
Yes, Sufia ma'am, that is the right answer. Free cam, and you have guessed it. शुरू में you were a little confused, but फिर आपने जो first few letters देखा उससे you could guess it. Which is great. So now, Aparna, all our teachers again in this round have got 100 points each. They have performed incredibly well. They've done really well. So, Aparna, why don't we just do one round of this game also with our audience and give them a chance to participate? And Era Bhaskar, sir, you have already got two answers right. So I hope you are here and participating in this round as well.
Right, Sukriti. So let's give a timeout to our finalists to warm up a little for the next coming round. So Sukriti, we can take them off our screen and we can start with the audience round for same hangman. The rules apply to you as well. So Sukriti, now the thing is that questions only you know the clues and you know the question. So I don't know the answer. So I will be guessing on behalf of the audience. And let's see if the audience member can guess what the word is. Right, let's go.
Okay, Aparna. So let's show the next word on our screen. So audience, as you can see, this again is a 2-word app, and this is also an app which is used in the teaching learning process. As you can see, the second word has 5 letters and the first word has 6 letters. So Aparna, let me give a clue to our audience. The first clue, which is actually a clue also for you, because that way maybe you can guess what the letter is. So Aparna, this is an app very similar to another app that one of our teachers have guessed today in the game. It is made up of rows and columns. It is used to create spreadsheets. You can use it to create tables. You can create tabular forms of organized content for yourself. So, Aparna, would you want to guess at least one letter?
Right. I am not sure of the answer, but I would, through the audience side, I would like to start guessing. So my first letter would be F. Let's see if F works or not. All right. Okay, that's sad for me. F doesn't work. Next clue would be O. So all right. So now we know that there are two letters, two times O has been used in these words. So Sukriti, I hope हमारे जो audience members हैं, they are also guessing in the comment section side by side. So my next would be
Aparna, I would like to,
yeah.
Aparna, I would like to stop you over here. Once again, I have made a slight mistake. I think I read out a clue of a different word. So I'm really sorry, audience. Although Aparna has guessed 2 letters of this word, which might give away what it is. And some of our some of our audience is already given the answer out. But let me, Aparna, why don't you guess one more letter of this word?
All right. I would like to guess L. So yeah, this was my guess and it is right.
Okay, so now let me just tell all the teachers that this is a file storage service. Basically, it is an online service where you can store all your files, you can store pictures, videos, you can share it with your students, and it has a lot of space, so it becomes easier to save all large content for yourself. Let's see, Aparna, what is one more letter that you want to guess?
All right, okay. So I might be sure of the first letter, but now you have told me that the second letter might have changed. It's a file storage. So I would like to use D as my next clue. Right. So D is definitely working here. My next clue would be E. So this is E. And let's hope that our audience have also guessed the right answer. So next clue, I think my last clue that I would like to choose is R. So here I think I have exhausted all my chances. So Sukriti, let's see if our audience are answering the questions side by side.
Yes, Aparna. In fact, a lot of our audience has given the answers and has given the right answer. But like we mentioned earlier, the fastest answer will get precedence over the others. And also, you have to ensure that you participate in more than two sessions to get some exciting prizes from Gurushala. So, Aparna, as I can see in the chat section, once again, Guru Sir has answered Google Drive the fastest, which is the right answer. So,
All
Aparna,
right. So we can see Guru Sir has quickly he was able to understand and write Google Drive as the right answer. Second teacher that have answered the word correctly is Anil Sehrawat sir. So congratulations to both of you. Guru Sir, I would like to point out you have answered twice. And along with Era Bhaskar sir, I would like to point out that you have also answered twice. So congratulations, we have noted down your names. Now others also, there are more audience rounds coming up, so do not worry. We will be having more rounds with we will be having more audience rounds so that you all can get a chance to win prizes.
Okay, Aparna. So now we have come to the end of round 3 with our teachers. So why don't we move ahead and see what's the next round for the day?
Right, Sukriti. So we would like to invite all the teachers from their break round. चाय पी ली होगी आई होप हम सब ने और हम रिफ्रेश्ड आए हैं एकदम वापस राउंड 4 के लिए. So I would like to point out that round 4 and round 5 are combined. It is a quiz. It is in the form of a quiz. Shobha ma'am, I think, must be aware. Last time we played something similar like that, but we would like to show on the screen what how our quiz looks like. कुछ रूल्स मैं बता दूं. दे आर वेरी सिमिलर टू क्वेश्चन आंसर राउंड. आप सभी को एक नंबर बताना पड़ेगा एंड उस नंबर के पीछे एक सवाल होगा दैट यू विल हैव टू आंसर. नाउ द गुड थिंग इज दैट इट्स योर लक. विच एवर नंबर यू चूज उसके पीछे वो सवाल होगा. सो यू हैव द ऑप्शन, यू हैव द choice to pick whatever number you want. So here let's see on our screen how this looks like. So as we can see, we are all right. So as we can see, there are 4 rows that we have on our screen: pedagogy A, pedagogy B, technology C, and there are 2 questions for audience as well. So ma'am, participants, मैं आप सभी को बताना चाहती हूँ that pedagogy A से पहले हम start करेंगे. We will go one by one, and you can pick either 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 till the time all 5 questions have been answered. Similarly, हम pedagogy B में move करेंगे, where again we will start the round again, और हम teachers से we'll ask them to pick one number each. Similarly, you will pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in the end, the last would be technology round, which will be based on some social media applications or basically awareness about technology and social media. So then technology would be done in the last round. First, we would start with pedagogy A, then move to pedagogy B, then move to pedagogy C, and then there is an audience round. So, Sukriti, I think we should start with our quiz competition, and all teachers have to do is pick any number. जब उनका नाम लिया जाएगा, they will have to say out loud any number from pedagogy A first, and number के पीछे एक सवाल होगा with 4 options. 4 options दिए जाएंगे. They will have to guess what the answer is, and we let them know if it's right answer or not. So, Sukriti, हम किससे शुरू करें ये पहला राउंड?
Okay, Aparna. So, teachers, all the best. This is coming towards the end of your competition, and you can really score points here. So, आपको एक number, as Aparna said, pick करना है pedagogy A से, and आपके luck पे depend करता है आपको कौन सा question मिलेगा. So, Aparna, let's begin with Sufia ma'am this time. सुफिया मैम, आप पेडागोजी ए से कोई भी एक नंबर पिक करें, 1, 2, 3, 4 या 5, एंड आपका क्वेश्चन फिर आपके सामने होगा.
Okay. I will pick number 5.
All right, pedagogy A, number 5. So let's see what the question is, and it is on the screen. So there is a pedagogy strategy called hook to action strategy. So उसमें 5 elements होते हैं. So our question is, what are the 5 elements of hook to action strategy? And आपके जो options हैं वो हैं option A, watch, think, practice, learn, hook. Option B, observe, communicate, learn, read, assess. Option C is concept, trigger, repeat, action, hook. And D is concept, trigger, communicate, learn, hook. So you have to try to guess कि इन चारों में से सही जवाब कौन सा है. What are the 5 elements of hook to action strategy?
So, Aparna, I'm going to start the timer. Sufia ma'am, आपके पास 1 मिनट है. You have 60 seconds और आपका टाइमर स्टार्ट हो चुका है. तो आपको 60 seconds में गेस करना है कि आंसर A है, B है या C या D.
Right. So other members, participants also, you can guess, you can try to think what could be the answer to this. And when the round ends, we will be when this question ends, we will be discussing what the answer is. So let's hope everybody is guessing. I would request audience members not to write down the answers yet. Let's all keep guessing, and let's all try to think what are the 5 elements of hook to action strategy. I think, Sukriti, it's a very, very well-known strategy that a lot of the teachers use in their classroom, and it works wonders in the classroom. Yes, ma'am. Any guesses that you would want to take for this question?
Sophia ma'am, you have 10 seconds remaining and you have to give your answer.
I think.
Ma'am, your time is up. And क्या आपको इसका आंसर देना है? If you don't know it, maybe you can guess. शायद वो सही हो.
D.
D. All
Sorry,
right.
it's A. Sorry, it's A. Sorry, A.
All right.
Watch, think, practice, learn, and hook.
All right. Let's see if this is the right answer or not. So, correct answer is actually option C, which is concept, trigger, repeat, action, hook. I think through Gurushala trainings also we have spoken a lot about this pedagogy. This pedagogy. So we're very sorry, ma'am. The answer was not A. It was C. Sukriti, please add the required score in the score sheet.
Yes, Aparna, definitely. No problem, Sophia ma'am. You still have more chances to get points. अभी pedagogy B and technology का option भी है आपके पास. So Aparna, why don't we go next to Lata ma'am and see what option does Lata ma'am want to pick from pedagogy A. So लता
Right.
मैम पेडागोजी ए से आप कोई भी ऑप्शन पिक कर सकती हैं अपार्ट फ्रॉम द वन ऑप्शन जो सोफिया मैम ने ऑलरेडी पिक कर लिया था जो कि 5th ऑप्शन था. तो आप 1, 2, 3 या 4.
I go for
1. Okay.
All right. Let's see what the first. The question is behind number 1 box. All right. So the question is a term that refers to the method of teachers, of how teachers teach in theory and in practice. So इस टर्म से हमें पता चलता है कि एक मेथड के बारे में पता चलता है जो थ्योरी और प्रैक्टिकल वे में भी जैसे हम पढ़ाते हैं एज टीचर्स उसके बारे में बताता है. Your options are A. Pedagogy, B. Science, C. Gratitude, and D. Taxonomy. So, what do you think is the
Lata
answer?
ma'am. So, ma'am, your timer has begun. You have 1 minute to guess the answer.
Right. As I mentioned, this is also a fairly easy, I think, method, term that we use on our daily life. At least through Gurushala trainings, we have used this word multiple times. And your options are on the screen. Is it pedagogy, science, gratitude, taxonomy? Again, I would request all of us to keep guessing. What could the answer be? Sukriti, how much time do we have left for Lata ma'am?
So, Lata ma'am, you have 12 seconds more to go, and you have to give us the right answer. 5 seconds more, ma'am. And Aparna, I think the time is up for Lata ma'am. 1 minute.
pedagogy.
Yes, what is the answer, ma'am?
Pedagogy.
Are you absolutely sure that it's pedagogy?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let's see what is the correct answer. The correct answer is pedagogy indeed. Sukriti, please add the required marks to in Lata ma'am's name.
Yes, Aparna. So I have added the marks on the scoreboard for Lata ma'am. So why don't we move next and let's see which number does Ranjini ma'am choose from pedagogy A. Ranjini ma'am, you can pick any of the numbers apart from the numbers that have already been picked. So that is 2, 3 or 4.
3, ma'am.
All right, let's see what the 3 is. Right, so your question is a book that can be heard but cannot be seen or read. So जिसको हम देख नहीं सकते, पढ़ नहीं सकते, लेकिन सुन पाते हैं. What is this book called? A. Audio book, B. Video book, C. Hard book, या D. Textbook. What do you think the answer is? Timer has already started. Sukriti has started the timer. You have less than 60 seconds left now to answer this question. I hope others are also thinking what the answer could be. And other participants, I would request to keep guessing. Sukriti, how much time do we have left on the clock?
So, Aparna, we have 20 seconds more left for Ranjini ma'am to answer this question, which is quite interesting that it is a book, but it cannot be seen or read. It can only be heard. So, Ranjini ma'am, you have just 7 seconds left to go, and you have to give us the answer. And
Ma'am, it's
Aparna, now the
audio.
time is up.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
A.
All right, it's A. Audiobook. Let's see if you're right. And you're absolutely right. It is audiobook. Sukriti, please add the required points to Lata ma'am's name. So, and I would request you to tell me the name of the next person who we should ask, which is Shobha ma'am.
It's me, ma'am.
It's your turn now. You have two options to pick from, 2 and 4, and
It's me,
let's
ma'am.
see which number you pick.
Can you say, ma'am?
2.
All right. So let's see what the answer is behind 2. Okay, dash learning is a process by which students develop knowledge and skills from direct experience. आपका क्वेश्चन है, ये जो लर्निंग है, इट इज डेवलप्ड थ्रू डायरेक्ट एक्सपीरियंस. जो भी नॉलेज और स्किल्स आती है, इसको इन हैंड एक्सपीरियंस कह सकते हैं हम. सो योर ऑप्शंस आर फास्ट learning, light learning, experiential learning, and artificial learning. What, Sukriti, you can start the timer, and Shobha ma'am, you have 60 seconds to answer this.
C. Experiential learning.
All right. Are you absolutely sure about this?
Yeah.
All right. So it is the right answer. It is experiential learning indeed. And Sukriti, you can add the required points to Shobha ma'am. And with this, we are done with our first set of round, which is pedagogy A. Let's move on to pedagogy B. And Sukriti, who should we start with?
So, Aparna, this time I'm thinking that we will start with Ranjini ma'am.
All right. So Ranjini ma'am, from pedagogy B, you have the option to choose numbers, and let's see what the question is.
Number 1, ma'am.
Which number, ma'am?
Number 1.
All right. So let's see what the question is. Dash taxonomy is a cognitive framework of learning behaviors organized hierarchically in 6 categories. So ये जो taxonomy है, इसके अंदर 6 categories होती हैं जो with hierarchy framework में होती हैं, and which define a behavior of a student and his or her learning. So your options are domain taxonomy, Bloom's taxonomy, phylum taxonomy, and friendship taxonomy. Your time has already started. You have less than 60 seconds to answer this question. All right. Again, audience member would request you to keep guessing the answers and participants as well. This is a very famous framework which has been taught throughout the years, which all tells us about the learning behavior, learning pattern,
Ma'am, it's
जो बच्चों
B.
का होता है.
Bloom's taxonomy.
B. Bloom's taxonomy. Are you sure about that, ma'am? All right. So let's see what the correct answer is. It is Bloom's taxonomy. Sukriti, please add the required points to ma'am's name.
Yes, Aparna. So, Ranjini ma'am has guessed this within 30 seconds. Congratulations, ma'am. I have added your points to the scorecard for this round and the previous round as well. Aparna, now let's go to Lata ma'am, and let's see what number Lata ma'am has to pick.
Right. So, Lata ma'am, your number would be?
2.
All right. Number 2. information or comments about something that you have done which tells you how good or bad it is. So ये जो term है इसमें it can be in the form of comments or information जो हमें बताता है क्या हमने सही करा है और क्या गलत करा है. So the options are pedagogy, experience, gratitude या feedback. So time has started. Sukriti, you can start. Ma'am, you have less than 60 seconds to answer this question.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, your timer has begun and you have about 40 seconds
Feedback.
left to go.
All right. So let's see. Ma'am has chosen option D, feedback. Let's see if it's right or wrong. And it is absolutely right. Sukriti, please add points to ma'am's name. And let's move on with our next participant.
Yes, Aparna. So I have added points for Lata ma'am as well, and she has also guessed this within the first 20 seconds. So that's great. So let's now call Shobha ma'am to pick a number and guess the answer.
3, number 3.
All right. So the question is on the screen. Dash reality refers to a computer generated simulation in which a person can interact within an artificial 3D environment using electronic devices. तो ये जो term है, it is mostly based around computer generated simulation. एक computer generated reality बन जाती है and artificial 3D it almost seems real, but it's not, it's artificial. It seems real because it's 3D, right? So your options are educational reality, virtual reality, live reality, and fictional reality.
It is virtual reality.
All right, let's see if the answer is right. It is absolutely correct. It is virtual reality. Sukriti, please add the required points to ma'am's name. And let's move on. With Sufia ma'am, you have two options that you
Yes.
can pick number from.
I will choose number 4.
All right. So number 4. Okay. The purpose of this is to lighten up, energize, activate, and stimulate the mind and body of your learners, of the students, right? So options are assessment, D revision, C energizer, and D practice. ये जो term है इससे इट्स यूज टू लाइटन अप एक इन्वायरमेंट को फन बनाने के लिए, लाइटन अप करने के लिए माइंड एंड बॉडी. ये टर्म उसके लिए यूज होता है. सुकृति हैज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड द टाइमर एंड लेट्स सी इफ मैम सुफिया मैम गिव्स द राइट आंसर. राइट सुकृति.
So, Sophia ma'am, you have about 35 seconds to go. And as you can see, this is a form of that is used in classrooms to stimulate the mind and body of your learners. The options are in front of you: assessment, revision.
It is
Sorry.
D. Practice.
All right. So let's see if it's the right answer. And it is not the right answer. The answer is energizer. The purpose, because energizers are some exercises which teachers do in the middle of lessons so that students freshen up their mind. It could be a dance move, it could be a singing move. So these are the energizers that teachers use in the classroom to freshen up the mind and body of the learners or the students. सो सुकृति, इसी के साथ हमारा पेडागॉजी राउंड जो है वो पेडागॉजी बी राउंड जो है वो खत्म हो गया है. एंड लेट्स मूव ऑन टू आवर थर्ड एंड फाइनल राउंड ऑफ दिस, व्हिच इज C, that is technology round, and it is based on social media awareness and applications awareness. So let's start with our first participant. Who would that be, Sukriti?
So, Aparna, let's start this time with Shobha ma'am, because the last two rounds she has not got all the options. She's always had to pick from the last two options remaining. So this time, Shobha ma'am, we'll begin with you and you can tell us what number you want to pick.
I'll go for 1.
All right. So the first is, this is the largest social media platform in the world and has over 2.7 billion users. India is the leading country in terms of the audience. size with more than 290 million users. Your options are Twitter, B Facebook, C WeChat, or D Instagram. Your time starts now. Like I said, this is the largest social media platform where people interact with each other, which has 2.7 billion users. So I think we can imagine how many people are present, are using this social media platform. And India alone has 290, more than 290 million users on this platform. So how much time do we have left, Sukriti?
It is.
Shobha ma'am, you have 25 seconds more to go.
I'll go for.
And
I'll go for Facebook.
All right. Are you sure, ma'am, that this is Facebook?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So let's see the answer. It is Facebook indeed. Congratulations, ma'am. Please add the points to Shobha ma'am's name, Sukriti. And let's move on with our next participant.
yes, Aparna. So I have added the score for Shobha ma'am. Let's go now. Let's call B Lata ma'am. Let's see what number she has to pick.
Right.
2.
2. All right. So here is the question on the screen. This platform is the second most popular social media platform with 1.9 billion users. 500 hours or video are uploaded here every minute. So this is a platform. Your options are V Video, TikTok, YouTube, or Facebook. So your time has started, and this is the platform which is second most popular social media platform. Um, First, I think the largest was Facebook, like Shobha ma'am answered. It has 1.9 billion users, and every minute there are 500 hours of video being uploaded here. So, what would your guess be, ma'am?
YouTube.
Are you sure about this? All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
So the answer is YouTube indeed. Sukriti, please add the points to Sufia ma'am's name. All
Uh,
right.
Yes, Aparna. So Lata ma'am has got her points on her scorecard now. She's guessed this right. And let's move ahead and let's call Sufia ma'am next.
All right.
Okay.
So yes, Sufia ma'am, what would your number be?
Just show
Oh,
me the
sorry.
numbers,
Yeah.
please. Okay. I will select 3 number.
All right.
Third.
Okay. So we are going a hierarchy in a hierarchy, and let's see what the third number is. It's a microblogging and social networking service on which users post and interact with messages known as tweets. So your options are it's Twitter, Facebook, Byte, or TikTok. It's a microblogging site, as in it's a social networking service where users interact with each other and message each other and post about each other and each other's profiles. And the messages are also known as tweets. So time has already started. Let's hear what Sufia ma'am guesses. Sukriti, how much time do we have left on the timer?
So, Sophia ma'am, you have 22 seconds more to go. I think the clue pretty much gives out the answer, as you can see.
A Twitter. It's a Twitter.
All right. So A Twitter, let's see if it's the right answer. And it is indeed the right answer. Congratulations, ma'am. Sukriti, please add the required points. And let's move on with our next teacher, who is Ranjini, ma'am. It's your turn to pick the number.
I'll go for 4.
4. All right. So yes, your question is: it became the world's most popular messaging application by 2015 and has over 2 billion users worldwide as of February 2020. Your options are WhatsApp, Twitter, Emo, or WeChat. It's one of the popular messaging application and has, like we mentioned, over 2 billion users that interact on this application.
I might say WhatsApp.
All right. So, ma'am seems very confident. Let's see if it's the right answer. And it is indeed the right answer. It's WhatsApp Messenger. Congratulations, ma'am. Sukriti, please add the required points to ma'am's name. And
Yes,
post
Aparna.
this, after you add up, let's see how many points everyone has scored.
Yes, Aparna. So I'm just adding the score to Ranjini ma'am as well. To and Then let's see now that the final round, like since we've seen the final round now, we can see the scoreboard and understand where everybody stands, and then we can have our audience round.
Right, Sukriti. If we can see the scoreboard on our screen, then that would be great. Everybody would be knowing how many marks, how many points everyone has received. So, Sukriti, please summarize for everyone the score sheet.
Yes, Aparna. So as you can see on your screen right now, Shobha ma'am has got 100 in each and every round. She has answered all correctly. The same way, even Ranjini ma'am has got 100 in all five rounds. So she has, Ranjini ma'am as well has got full points in all. Coming next, Sufia ma'am has scored 100 points in each round, except the one round that she did lose out on of Jeopardy, where she could not score. And B Lata ma'am as well has got 100 in four rounds, but one round where she could not score was the round of guess the clue. So as we can see on our screen, Aparna, it was quite a tough competition. Why don't we go ahead and play around with the audience before we finally disclose who the winners are?
Right, Sukriti. I think now that we see that Ranjini ma'am and Shobha ma'am are at 500 points, so and Vilatha and Sophia ma'am are at 400 points. So I think we will need to have a tiebreaker round for Shobha ma'am and Ranjini ma'am, so that we're able to determine who the winner is, who will be the first, basically first position. So for that, if I can see on the screen, uh, I will be showing the same link. And what happened last time was we have some questions left off. So if we can see on the screen, we have pedagogy A and pedagogy B. We have one question left. So Sukriti, you will decide which teacher will get pedagogy A and will which teacher will get to ask from pedagogy B.
Definitely, Aparna. So, Shobha ma'am and Ranjini ma'am, this is your chance as a tiebreaker, to finally become the winner of the Teacher Innovator competition. So, I am going to go ahead and say that Ranjini ma'am will get the Pedagogy A question, and Shobha ma'am would get the Pedagogy B question.
All right. So let's thank you so much, Sukriti, for letting us know. I'll start with Ranjani ma'am, and we'll go forward with we'll show the question of pedagogy A. So the question is: this is a simple technique for getting students to think and communicate in pairs so that they work together quickly. So your options are watch, think, pair, share, and practice and revise. And D is assess and learn. So these are your four options, Ranjini ma'am, and you have 1 minute left to answer. This time we are a little strict about the timing. If you have 1 minute left, you will be given exact 1 minute. Post that, you will not be able to answer. So Sukriti, let's start the timing and let us
Yes,
know
Aparna.
when we
So the
have 10
timer
seconds
has
left.
begun.
Ma'am, it's
Yes,
option
Aparna.
B, ma'am. Option B, think, pair, and share.
All right. So ma'am has already told us the answer. Option B, which is think, pair, share. Let's see what the answer is. It is think, pair, share. Sukriti, please add the required points to ma'am's name.
Yes,
All
Aparna.
right.
So I have done that. And Finally, Shobha ma'am, this is your chance. Pedagogy B, option 5. We will display the question to you. And like Aparna said earlier, we will be very strict about the time as well. So Aparna, why don't you show ma'am her question?
Right. So the question is, this is used to communicate information or media through a series of slides. Along with regular text, slides contain numbers, different types of numerous types of content such as tables, images, drawings, charts, and much more. Your options are a PowerPoint presentation, worksheet, Google form, and document. All
PowerPoint
right, so
presentation.
let's see what the right answer is. It is PowerPoint presentation indeed. And please add the points for Shobha ma'am, please. Sukriti.
Okay, Aparna. So even in our tiebreaker round, both our teachers have got full scores and have guessed within the first 10 seconds. So that is remarkable. Aparna, why don't we just do one last round since we have one question of technology left? It can be a final tiebreaker that we can try for, where we display the question and between Ranjini ma'am and Shobha ma'am, whoever answers first. So you just raise your hand, and whoever answers first will be given the higher score.
Right. So I think we would like to repeat once more. Sukriti, till then, for just some time, we can take the other participants off screen so that it's easier for us to determine who has raised their hands. So now, just to repeat, we will एक question display किया जाएगा. There will be a question displayed on the screen, and whoever raises their hand first, it has to be seen on the screen. We have people sitting and watching you. So whoever will be raising their hand first, they will be given a chance to answer. And so all you have to do is just observe the question and try to think what the answer could be. So I hope you all are ready. Can I see a thumbs up if you both are ready with the for the question? Yes. All right. Great. So you can unmute, but you can always make sure that your hand is on the screen and we will be able to see. So Sukriti, it's time for the last question, and let's see what the question is. All right. So question is on the screen. If I would just like to remind that if the hand is up, then only we'll be able to let you answer. Otherwise, we won't. So the question is: this is the largest search engine on the internet and has an Indian American chief CEO. Options are Yahoo, Google, Facebook, and YouTube.
Okay, I think Shobha ma'am has raised her hand first, and she's very eager to answer. So Shobha ma'am, can you tell us what the answer is?
Actually, I raised the hand, ma'am, first.
Google.
You can check with the audience, ma'am, I think.
All right. I think our team is also saying that Shobha ma'am raised first
No,
the answer.
I did.
So let's move on with Shobha ma'am. Shobha ma'am, what is the answer?
I said the Google answer and I raised the hand also first. I already
All
gave
right.
the answer. So I already said
All
the
right.
answer.
All right. So the answer is Google indeed. This was quite a tough round. Congratulations, Shobha ma'am. You get the final points for this round. And till the time Sukriti manages the score and we all bring the score sheet on the screen. So let's go ahead with our audience round. And we have two questions for the audience, as we can see, Sukriti. The rules apply same since it was before. Two people have already answered twice. So let's see if on this final round, audience will get another chance to get a prize, or will the same people be answering again? So get ready, and Sukriti, please tell me the number that I should pick first.
So Aparna, I think that the first number that you should pick is 2.
All right. So the question is: India recently banned apps created in this country due to data privacy concerns. What is this country? America, Japan, Philippines, or China? So this is the question on our screen, and people have already started answering. So let's see what the audience are saying. We have 40 seconds left on our timer. And yes, Sukriti, what do you think? What do you think the answer is?
So, Aparna, we now actually have 28 seconds only, and I can see the audience answering really eagerly. I think most of us are aware about this country which has data privacy concerns. So, Aparna, like I can see, there are just 12 seconds to go, and we have a lot of answers from our audience as well. So, Aparna,
Yes,
that's
Sukriti.
3, 2, and 1. Our
All
timer
right.
is up, Aparna.
Right, Sukriti. So, like you mentioned, it was in the news a couple of days ago as well that not just one, not just two, not just three, but a number of applications were banned from made in this having server of this particular country because of data privacy concerns. So let's see that who all have answered this question correctly from the audience. So the first person to answer this is Vinodini ma'am, who has answered it correctly and as quickly. Second person to answer is Rajni Anil ma'am. She has answered this as the second. She has answered this correctly right after Vinodini ma'am has. So congratulations to both of you, Vinodini ma'am. This is your second time as well. So let's hope Rajani ma'am is able to answer in the next one. So Sukriti, we have I forgot to tell the answer. The answer is indeed China, that a lot of people have answered in the comment section. So let's move on to the next question, Sukriti. The question
Yes.
is right, Sukriti. So the question is, he's famous for being co-founder and CEO of Facebook, the world's largest social network website. Your options are Stephen Hawking, Mark Zuckerberg, Noah Glass, or Steve Shen. Facebook, as we all are aware, that it's one of the largest social media website, especially very popular in India, when more than 290 million people are a part of it. So, like we mentioned, time has already started. Sukriti, how much time on the clock, please?
So, Aparna, we have about 40 seconds to go. And this famous person who is the chief executive officer of Facebook, there's also a really famous movie about the way Facebook was founded. And maybe if people have seen that movie, they would be aware. There are a lot of answers coming up, Aparna, and we have just about 15 seconds to go. So I would request the audience that keep sending the answers and type more quickly and tell us what you think it is. So, Aparna, I can see a lot of answers and just 8 seconds to go, Aparna. So
Right,
that's
Sukriti. Again, mentioning one of the largest social media websites, and he's also known. One clue is that this was started in actually in his college days. Him along with four other fellows from Harvard University, they started this website, which became such a huge social media platform in just a couple of years. So this was one a fun fact about this person. So I think our
Aparna,
time
can you
has
stop?
stopped.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on and let's figure out who the first person was. So the first person to answer this correctly and fast to correctly and using fastest finger first is Anil Sehrawat sir, and second person to ask to answer this is Nutan Mishra. So these two people have answered this question correctly. As we can see on our chat section, these are the first two people who have answered it correctly. So with this, our audience round has ended, and again the answer is Mark Zuckerberg. I keep forgetting to give the answer. Yes, Mark Zuckerberg is the co-founder of Facebook, co-founder and CEO of Facebook. He created this website, which was initially known as the Facebook when it was started with four other friends. And also that the reason, one of the fun facts, Sukriti, is that the reason the color of Facebook is blue is because Mark Zuckerberg is colorblind. So blue is the color that he was only able to see, and he got to know about that much later in his life. So this was a fun fact. And with this, our Jeopardy round, our question round has ended, our quiz round has ended. So let's bring the score sheet on the screen, Sukriti, and let's see who is the winner of Teacher Innovator competition.
Yes, Aparna. So we have finally come to an end of the Teacher Innovator competition. And as all of you can see, the scorecard on your screen, Shobha ma'am is the winner with 700 points. Ranjini ma'am has given her a very tough competition and is at 600 points. And our runner-up, Sufia ma'am and Dalila ma'am, are with 400 points each. So we want to congratulate all four teachers because all four of you are our star teachers. Among the many teachers who participated in round one of the competition, you four have scored the highest marks in round one in the quiz and at exceptional speed as well. So first and foremost, congratulations for getting through round one of our Teacher Innovator competition, which itself was very tough. And today's competition has been so much fun with all of you. It has been great. All of you have performed exceptionally. Everyone has done really well in this competition today, and all four of you, irrespective of winners or runner-ups or first rank or second, all of you are our star teachers and all of you are winners for all of us. I also want to tell the audience that they have been really good. They have participated very well in all the games, and we've had so much fun with all the audience members as well. So thank you so much to all of you. Aparna, you are on mute, Aparna.
Right, so sorry about that. Also, again, I would like to congratulate all of you teachers once more. It was a great competition. I think everybody was competitive, and it was great to know. It was great to see the excitement and the motivation of all the teachers, as well as our audience who have participated in audience rounds as well. Which brings me to tell everyone who the winner of our audience round is. So as we can see on our screen, Sukriti, I'll be showing all the winners who have won the audience round. So here we can see that Guru sir, Era Bhaskar sir, and one Vinodini VR ma'am, they have won the audience round. They have actually answered the questions they have answered more than one question, more than two questions, and correctly and fast. So I would like to point out that the time was always checked. The screen was always checked. Whichever person has answered correctly on our screen, on Gurushala's screen, those people are selected. And I would request Guru sir, Era Bhaskar sir, and Vinodini ma'am to email us at Gurushala. To firstly email us at outreach.gurushala.co. Similarly, if you are connected with us on WhatsApp, you can directly message us on WhatsApp, and we'll be connecting with you. Do not worry. Your prize will definitely reach you because you have participated wonderfully in our audience round. So once again, I would like to congratulate all of you who have been a part of this competition, who have participated with full josh and full motivation. So here, one more time, I would like to show the screen to show the email address of the people who will have to email us on outreach.gurushala@pratham.org. Please, all audience members, do reach out to us, to email us on this email address so that we can connect you with you better. Along with this, you can also WhatsApp us, but do not forget to email because emailing is very important, where we will verify your information, your details for the prizes, for the redeem points to get to you.
Audience
So,
winners, to the audience winners, they can also email us at info@gurushala.co. So this is an email ID where you can send us your details. And as Aparna said, you can obviously also reach out to us on WhatsApp. I know all of you are also connected with us on WhatsApp. You can reach out to us and you will definitely get your prizes. To all the teachers who have joined us today, congratulations once more. All of you are winners. All 4 of you are winners. You all have played exceptionally well. I know for a fact that I wouldn't be able to play as well as the 4 of you did. You all have shown exceptional skills even in round 1 and even today in today's competition. And thank you so much for making this such an interesting evening for us, for our audience, and for all of you as well. So thank you so much, teachers, and thank you so much, audience, for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.